Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they haven't yet found their groove. They're still trying to make adjustments to try and change the momentum here early in the season. Each game out right now, as their coach has reiterated, is another invaluable opportunity to refine their approach and make improvements. And Andrew Wiggins from an athletic family. His father played in the NBA, his mother a world-class sprinter. You can see why they call the young Canadian Maple Jordan.
Oh, wow. That's a lofty praise for the young man. I've never heard that.
Jordan.
I never heard that, but he attacks the basket, well enough from the outside. He keeps the defenders off balance. He's developing faster than most expected, but he really has to work on his offensive game if he wants to be considered Maple Jordan.
You know, he has the ability to mapletize anyone in the league. He finishes hard at the rim. Maple Jordan, I like that.
Yeah, if it meets your approval, then we can run with it.
Pretty good.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And, of course, Markieff Morris, ready to find a way to overcome what he brought to this team.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps them right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help them long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Minnesota, Duncan is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Jones. And it's Finley in at the small forward. Outside, Scott for three. Shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And the Hornets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Malone misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Jones, the pass to Finley. Screen by O'Neal. Shot off the screen. Billups, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Russell. The shot is off. Good D by Jones. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. He feeds it to O'Neal. Out to the right wing. Here's Finley, covered by Wiggins. No luck, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Wiggins with the rebound.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Pass to Russell. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And finished off by Scott.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Charlotte in the lead. Outside, Russell. Here's the floater. Minnesota with the rebound.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And Duncan throws it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Charlotte is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Scott against Billups. Kicks it to Malone. Clock at 6. Wiggins inside the line. It's hauled in by Duncan.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Hornets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Malone.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Jones. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Malone with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Outside, Billups. No good on the triple. Charlotte is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Gets a very good look and converts.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Outside, Jones. Duncan, a screen. Billups kicks to Finley. Second chance shot. Malone with the block. Billups against Scott. Here's Bargnani. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Billups, here we go. The feed now to Jones. Outside, Billups. Here's Shaq. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And for the Hornets, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Russell with it. Jones covering. Russell kicks to Malone. From 6 away, and it falls over the rim and in. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Scott. Averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Malone. Harris comes in for Bargnani. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Scott. That's good.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Higgins outside. Minnesota with the rebound, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. 3 on the clock. Duncan gets a wide open look. Off target from the wing. Charlotte in the lead. Wiggins outside. Tries it from 9. That's good. Wiggins has got 7 points in the game.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Here's Warren. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Jones drives in, puts up the baby hook. Nurkic with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Richardson, he's checked in for Russell. Amir Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. Five on the clock. Shoots it. That one off the back iron and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Wiggins. He had 27 points last game. Left side, Jones. And he gets it to go. Now Clarkson. Harris outside. Dishes to Richardson. Charlotte moving it around. Clarkson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. The Timberwolves second.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So we can't get either to fall.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Screen by Nurkic. Clarkson kicks to Harris. In the corner, it's Wiggins. The second chance effort. No luck. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now, here is Hornacek. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Jones dishes to Beasley, and he hits it to tie the game up.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Here's Wiggins. He's got 7. Down low. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line, Casey Jones. At the line for 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Johnson with the block, and they'll keep possession. Second shot opportunity. Again, Wiggins missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
1:11 left in the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets base team.
November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. They hold the first-place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Charlotte, 3 games behind.
And I think for Charlotte, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah, which is exactly where they are right now. It's not too late for them to make that kind of emphatic late push that turns a season from average to excellent, though.
Now, here is Hornacek. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Clarkson. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2, Jordan Clarkson.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Chauncey Billups has checked in for Jones. And both free throws good for Clarkson. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson the screen. Hornacek outside. Pass to Beasley. Clock at 6. The dish to Billups. And there's the 3-second violation.
Hornets ball.
So it's the Hornets now. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's tipped. Nurkic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Billups with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Hornacek. With 1 on the clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Timberwolves been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Hornacek. And so Hornacek nails both of them.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Charlotte. They lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Russell is out there with Scott. Then there's Moses Malone. Then there's Harris. And it's Bargnani in at the power forward. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. 4 on the clock. Here's Duncan. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've made the most of are those opportunities at the foul line. I mean, they've scored a lot of their points so far from there.
That's good from O'Neal. That one is no good. Hornets leading by 3. Malone with the screen. Harris against Phillips. And it's Harris off the drive. Off on the layup. The Timberwolves shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Here's O'Neal. Some solid defense here from Malone.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside, Russell. Charlotte moving it around. Brown. Malone with the steal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Malone's got 8 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Duncan, a screen. Phillips kicks to Warren. Here's Finley. They get it again. Puts up the baby hook. A nice shot by Shaq.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Screen by Malone. And stolen by Billups. And now Billups running the floor all by himself. That's good. And it's now only a 1-point Charlotte lead.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Russell passes to Scott. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Malone. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Jones checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Russell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the miss by Moses Malone. Outside, Jones. Shaquille O'Neal again. O'Neal's got 9 points. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And it's Russell with the rebound. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Scott dishes to Russell. Picked by Bargnani. Malone with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Now, here is Russell. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Shaq's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Jones. He dishes it to Billups. Screen by Duncan. Billups kicks to Finley. Lets it go from 11. And he overshot that one, missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Outside, Russell. The pass to Malone. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Screen by O'Neal. Outside, Jones. He kicks it to O'Neal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a solid outing for Shaq. 8 rebounds and a block.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there. That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Now here's Jones. Screen by Duncan. Back to Billups. Feeds to Jones. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Russell passes to Malone. Picked by Bargnani. It's Scott on the wing. He's guarded by Billups. Scott kicks to Malone. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Malone's got 4 this quarter. The Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Finley, guarded by Harris. Finley the pass to Duncan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Charlotte. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Boy, they're now shooting just under 60% from the line. I mean, my goodness, that's extremely frustrating when you're a coach because there's nothing you can do about it. Guys are expected to make free throws, and for the fans, I mean, that's one of the worst things to see is your team stepping to the line and botching free throws. They've had a horrible time from the stripe.
Now, here is O'Neal. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you. Well, it's still early in the season yet, but let's take a look at where the Hornets sit right now. 4th in fast break points, 6th in fewest turnovers per game. And they've made the most of the mistakes that they've been able to force. I mean, they're a top 10 team in points off turnovers.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Russell kicks to Wiggins. And again, the Hornets missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. Screen by Duncan. Hornacek for 3. And the dunk by Duncan.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yeah, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Outside, Jones. Shaq with the screen. Hornacek kicks to Finley. The 11-footer, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Jones. Duncan, a screen. To the left wing. Here's Finley, covered by Wiggins. Good on the shot. O'Neal's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Hornacek dishes to Jones. He feeds it to Duncan. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Nurkic checked in for Charlotte. Richardson comes in for Russell. Minnesota also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Shaq. And it's Beasley in for Michael Finley. Beasley kicks to Johnson. Hornacek passes to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. The feed to Duncan. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Nurkic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's stolen by Jones. To the paint, Johnson, and he banks in the layup. Johnson's got his first basket.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Now, here's Clarkson. Malone has screen on Jones. Here's Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Charlotte moving it around. There's the triple. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Jones. 6 points for him. Pass to Duncan. Duncan with another miss. Hornets trail by 6. Wiggins dishes to Nurkic. Richardson kicks to Malone. And that one's good. Malone's got 12. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Beasley. Duncan, high post. Kicks to Hornacek. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key, and he connects with the jumper. 7 points in the game.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Clarkson dishes to Wiggins. Lets it go from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 11. Again, Wiggins missing.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Johnson the screen. Wiggins against Beasley. Dishes it to Hornacek. Duncan down low. He's guarded by Nurkic. And that one's good. Duncan.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Wiggins. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Warren's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Now Beasley. Fades back. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. In the second quarter, we began to see what they're capable of when everything starts clicking, as they pulled out to a 7-point lead by the end of the half. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
The job their guys have done in the post has been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
Looking at Charlotte, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
The second half just about to get going here.
Strong game for Wiggins. He's got 14 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Hornets trail by 7. So on the floor for Minnesota. Duncan out there with Finley. Then it's Jones. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Billups in at the 2 guard. Now here's Scott. Puts it up from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Scott's got the first bucket of the third here for Charlotte. Timberwolves leading by 5. Screen by O'Neal. Billups against Scott. A floater, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got 11 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Jones against Russell. Pass to Wiggins. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Finley. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Wiggins, defended by Jones. The drive by Russell. And he gets the bucket.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The dish to Billups. Shaq with the screen. Outside Billups. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. No luck. Wiggins with some nice D.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. O'Neal a screen on Scott. Here's Billups. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Moses Malone. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Russell with it. Down low. Here's Bargnani. Off the left rim and out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 13. 4 on the shot clock. Spiked away. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Finley. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Charlotte making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And that one misses. Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hornets have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Byron Scott. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Bates team.
Here's Jones. 6 points for him. Passes to Finley. The jump hook. Another miss by Minnesota. Hornets trail by 6. Russell kicks to Bargnani. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Hornets miss again. The Timberwolves shooting well. They're at 45%. Jones the pass to Duncan. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
At the line, Johnson Phillips, shooting 1.
Free throw drops for Chauncey Billups. Russell against Jones. He dishes it to Duncan. It's rebounded by Bargnani.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Russell with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 7. Billups kicks to Finley. 13 feet away. The offensive rebound. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here is Russell. Picked by Bargnani. Malone against O'Neal. Malone dishes to Harris. 4 on the clock. The outside leaner. No good off the front iron.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's Russell following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Malone kicks to Bargnani. Second shot opportunity. And Malone puts it in. Malone's got 14.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Jones drives in. Misses from close range.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now, here's Scott. He's got 6. Harris misses. And here's Jones. Screen by Duncan. Jones kicks to Billups. That 3 off the mark. Hornets trail by 7. It's stolen by Jones. Inside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And, guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did. And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 23 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. I mean, nobody in the modern era has even come close to that.
Nurkic checked in for Moses Malone. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Warren's checked in for Jones. The Hornets trail. Outside, Russell. Picked by Bargnani. Russell kicks to Scott. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Scott's got 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 7. Billups passes to Warren. Now Finley. The shot. Here's O'Neal. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now, here is Bargnani. And that one's good. Harris has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Russell against Billups. Outside, Russell. Picked by Bargnani. On the wing, Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. Harris missing again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And Finley gets it to go.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Russell against Billups. Beyond the arc. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Russell.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here's Billups. Now the pass to O'Neal. And some changes here for the Hornets. Richardson comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Minnesota also making some changes. Amir Johnson's checked in for O'Neal. Beasley comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Hornacek in for Michael Finley. Johnson the screen. Hornacek. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Byron Scott.
Substitution for your Hornets returning. Andrew Wiggins.
Hornets trail by 6. Beasley against Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
As we get this season underway, let's see how the Timberwolves have done so far in the NBA stats. Second in second chance points. Third in opponent offense. And as far as team rebounding numbers, not a strong suit for this year. Top 20 in the league is all.
And their gift for offensive rebounding definitely evident in all those second chance points. The two go hand in hand. Make no mistake, if you don't box out, you're going to pay.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Here's Billups. Hornacek outside. He kicks to Beasley. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Beasley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Hornets trail by 6. Feeds it to Richardson. Harris kicks to Richardson. It's hauled in by Hornacek. Hornacek's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Billups dishes to Johnson. Warren the pass to Beasley. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's Minnesota, 5.5 games behind.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Yeah, and you know what? For a team that's desperately trying to get things turned around, this kind of start makes the job almost impossible.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Good on both.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer for Beasley. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
and he can't hit the second.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Now, here is Hornacek. 7 points in the game. A shot by Johnson, no good. Richardson kicks to Clarkson. Picked by Bargnani. The feed now to Richardson. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Beasley against Wiggins. Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota leading by 4. Johnson the screen. Kicks to Warren. .131 left in the 3rd quarter. Hornacek dishes to Johnson. Phillips goes in. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Wiggins outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the way in. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. The Timberwolves shooting 35% or so in the 3rd quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Beasley the screen. Here's Warren. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He feeds it to Hornacek. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Harris outside. It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Billups. And that one's good. Richardson's got his first points of the game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Johnson the screen. 16 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Billups passes to Hornacek. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The high post shot. Can't hit. Clarkson. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Minnesota in the lead. They've got Wiggins. Malone is out there with Tobias Harris. And there's Byron Scott. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. A nice shot by Hornacek. Hornacek's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Timberwolves. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Malone. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Sounds good.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down. No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Malone. 11 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Jones against Russell. Jones kicks to Hornacek. Off the pick. And that one hits back iron. The Hornets trail. Harris a screen on Jones. Russell dishes to Wiggins. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. Minnesota shooting 43% for the game. Jones kicks to Finley. Dishes it to O'Neal. Turn around, Jay. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will come the other way. Inside, Russell. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Here's Duncan. Another miss by Minnesota. Charlotte leading by 3. Ahead. Here's Wiggins. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Jones.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Scott, the pass to Malone. No good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Harris dishes to Scott. Malone kicks to Russell. Malone has screen on Jones. Shot clock at 5. And it's Russell missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Duncan. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Shaq. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
There's the pick. There's the dish to Harris. To the inside. Malone misses.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Now here's Duncan. Malone with the steal. Here's Wiggins.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Harris, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Jones. Shaq is screen on Russell. Here's the teardrop. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from K.C. Jones. Hornets have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Russell passes to Malone. Back to Russell. Outside, Scott takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Jones kicks to Duncan. Finley the pass to O'Neal. Here's Finley to take the lead. But they recover it. Passes it to Duncan. Inside, kicks it out to Jones. He dishes it to O'Neal. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. No good on that one.
He's only got half of the equation right, Kevin. He's getting to the free throw line often, but he's not making enough of it.
That one drops. He ties it up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Duncan kicks to Jones. Now the pass to Finley. Feeds to Duncan. To take the lead. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. The Hornets shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Russell dishes to Wiggins. Finley with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Byron Scott picks one up.
At the line for the Hornets, Michael Finley taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Bargnani is checked in for Charlotte. Both good from the line that time. Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Malone. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Malone's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
Now Jones. Pass to Finley. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. Bullseye. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside, Russell. Now the feed to Malone. Puts up the baby hook. That's good. Malone's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Duncan, a screen. Jones kicks to Hornacek. Pass to Finley. He feeds it to O'Neal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
At the line, Shaquille O'Neal. At the line for 2.
That one is off. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Phillips is checked in. And he sinks the second. Hornets trail by 3. Russell passes to Scott. Jones against Russell. Kicks it to Malone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Malone's got 9 points now in the quarter. Billups with the ball. Dishes it to Jones. Screen by Duncan. Here's Finley. Covered by Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Nice defense from Malone. Hornets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And finished off by Scott. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. No good from Shaq.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Russell. Back to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets fans team, make some noise!
Outside, Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Jones dishes to Duncan. Passes it to Finley. The jump hook and too long on the shot. The Hornets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Scott with the ball. Jones covering. Looking to get it going. And it's Wiggins missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Screen by Duncan. Jones kicks to Billups. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Here's Finley. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got 7 rebounds in the game. And that one's good. And 11 points for D'Angelo Russell. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Finley to the paint. Here's O'Neal. Malone with some nice D.
And, boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Scott. There's the dish to Malone. The turnaround Jay. That drops. Malone's got 26.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Screen by Duncan. Jones kicks to Billups. And he gets the shot to Bo after coming off the pitch.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets States team. Your Hornets are on the swarm. Now let's get out and let them hear it.
.151 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Wiggins. With the teardrop. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Finley. .125 left to play here in the fourth. O'Neal kicks to Billups. 6 to shoot. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
All right, Charlotte, now we're in the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets Dance Team. Make some noise. Fans, you know we play the right way. Now let's hear it for your Hornets.
Now, here is Russell. He dishes it to Malone. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Shaq.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Jones, the pass to Finley. Phillips kicks to Jones. Duncan dishes to Phillips. Here's Finley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
Scott kicks to Malone. Back to Scott. No good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got the C to 3 and D to 3 if that's going to happen.
Bargnani. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
All right, Charlotte, now we're in the fourth. The Hornets fans team, make some noise!
And here are the Hornets now. It's a 3-point game.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today. No doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Wiggins from outside. No good.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting. But he put them on his back, and he responded exactly the way he needed to.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.